in the county each year, both in government procurement, over 30 trainings last year, and in general financial literacy is how we categorize it. This represents servicing several hundred people in the county in providing them with business plan training and general one-on-one mentoring in moving their entrepreneurial ventures or their small business forward. In your package tonight are half a dozen different reports that we produce on the county each year, which our businesses use to make investment decisions, and many others use them as well. Last but not least, I would like to highlight a little bit of what's happening in the first half of 2012. We are partnered with the county and the Union County Means Business Initiative, having partnered on all 5 events and managed 2 of those, or I should say, managed the curriculum and were the speaker for 2 of those events. New initiatives this year include the fact that we were just designated as an SBA 7A lender, which means we can make larger loans and higher risk loans. We were just this week designated by the SBA as a 504 lender, which means we can again make lower cost loans for larger projects. We just initiated a loan sale in Union County, which means we reduced our interest rates for Union County businesses. And this year we initiated a new loan product called a line of credit just for entrepreneurs. It's a very small line of credit for people who are literally just starting their business, which is where they need the dollars most if they don't use their credit card. So, bottom line is we are actively working to find new ways to help Union County businesses grow with increased access to capital and many other creative ways. Thank you for your selecting ucedc as one of your economic development partners here in Union County. Any questions?
Thank you. Fielders, any questions? Seeing none, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Just on 607 and 608, and I think I was here for the whole presentation of the Union County Economic Development Corporation. But I still don't know what they're doing for the county or why they're needed. I looked on their website, and they make loans to small businesses, which seems like a good venture capital type of thing. But what benefit do the county taxpayers get from that? I mean, do you get to choose which businesses get the loans? Is there some kind of deal on that? Because it's a lot more than this 80,000 and 80,160. Over the last 7 years, since 04, since the tech registries, they've gotten about $2 million. Now, if that's for running the office, I'd like to know kind of what the $2 million bought Union County. I mean, of course they give loans, but you can't count a loan. That's like a business. You get a loan, you get paid back, you make profits on the thing and all that. What exactly did the county benefit from? And yet, I was just curious about this. I looked at their staff, and there's the office manager is Sophia Lesniak. Is that any relation? That was it.
Madam Chair, if I may, I'm going to ask Maureen Tynan to come up and address some of those issues, and I'll follow up with some comments as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stimulating the economy, there are many ways to stimulate an economy. Creating jobs by helping small businesses gain access to capital who cannot gain access to capital through conventional means is a pretty standard formula across the country. What we do is we provide loans to people who cannot secure financing from other sources, and therefore they grow their business or they start a business and they create jobs. Jobs have a multiplier effect in the community. When one job is created, it has the equivalent of creating, depending upon the kind of job. So if it's a manufacturing job, it has a multiplier ratio of 1 to 5, meaning if you create one new job, 5 jobs are ultimately created in the economy by that investment. If you create a retail job, it's more like a 1-to-1 ratio. So nationally, domestically, all over the country, there are programs to stimulate economic development. These programs are usually managed under the U.S. Small Business Administration. Many are locally supported, such as in Union County, and many are supported by a combination of all of the above. So for example, Union County Economic Development Corporation's functions are supported by contracts by the federal government, the state government, and the County of Union, and fundraising from private sector businesses here in the county. So ultimately, you're not making a loan like a bank does for the sake of making a loan. You're making a loan to create a job. Now, unfortunately, the kind of lending we do is very high-risk lending, meaning people don't always pay us back. Our default rate, although very good by industry standards, economic development standards, is very high by banking standards. So we have anywhere from a 7 to 9% default ratio on our loans. We borrow the money from a bank, we re-lend to clients, but we must pay the bank back all of the money we borrow. When those clients don't pay us back, we have to make up the differential through fundraising. That is how the loan program works here in Union County. I think the numbers are off here. I don't believe we've received $2 million from the county in the last half a dozen years, but pretty darn sure that number is incorrect. Regarding my office manager, she has no relation to the senator. There's no familial relationship whatsoever. It's a very common name.
Thank you. Just a couple things, if I may, Madam Chairman. You're correct. The amount of funding you received, if this resolution were to pass, is the same that was received last year, and I also believe the years previous. Right. So you would know that you haven't gotten an increase in a long time. And also, I think one of the other components is the tremendous success rate for our minority and women-owned businesses. This is a niche that really provides them an opportunity to thrive and grow where there might not be another vehicle for them to do that. So I think it benefits many of our residents in Union County.
You make an excellent point. 40% of our loan clients are women and minorities.
Thank you.
And back to that ucedc thing, I totaled the amounts. It's not $2 million. In 2012, according to the check registry, UC00, which is Union County Economic Development, got $93,766 so far in 2012, $367,685 in 2011, $230,210 in 2010, $258,041 in 2009, $320,500 in 2008, $259,961 in 2007, $326,406 in 2006, $530,969 in 2005, and 2004. I only got the first half of 04, so that's $129,677. So they got $2,517,215. Now, part of that is $700 to $900 a year. They have this luncheon deal that they, somebody pays for. It's in February and March. There are the $20,000 checks each quarter, well, two $20,000 checks, and then there are some odd numbered checks, like 169, 816, or 18034. I presume that that's loans at default, and somehow the county is on the hook to pay them, but you can correct me if that's not the case. Well, then you could explain what it's for. Because it's not only the $160,000, but all these other miscellaneous payments that total $2.5 million. So I would like to know, what that's about. And as far as what they do, I mean, they do provide loans, but they're not a public entity, so there's no Oprah, or you don't know who the loans are given to. Do freeholders or anybody in the county have any input in the loans that they give out? I mean, you're giving them a lot of money for this. Do you have any, has there been any influence ever to the ucedc to give this loan to somebody? I mean, do you have any say at all in what this money is being used for? That's it.
I believe, and B.B. Taylor can correct me if I'm wrong, that some of those are grant dollars, that come from the check registers. The Community Development Block Grant also pays for a portion of that. So that total, again, I don't have that information in front of me, but I'm sure that total includes Community Development Block Grant dollars as well as county dollars.
Thank Thank
And
you.
the second part of the question, the county is not responsible for paying on loans that default.
Thank you.
And I just want to state the Union County Economic Development Corporation, not getting into monies given to them and whatnot. My little 2 cents is they are well known, they have an excellent reputation, and I think I've stated over the years, I've wondered why you waste money on the Union County Alliance, and even internally you maintain some patronage jobs in your economic development company, economic development department with salaries that are unnecessary, and this is a proven corporation. They've done much good in my opinion, and you should take that money and give it to them, and they seem to be responsible for it. Again, I agree with Mr. Berry that we shouldn't funnel these tax dollars through these entities, that we cannot follow our tax dollars. I mean, this is what's going on with the Alliance, and it's just been a disaster.
Good time, Ms. Brennan.
Thank you.
There have been any number of comments about the ucedc. Actually, some of them positive, which I can certainly agree with. But the county has, for many years, at least the last 10 years or so, I've served on that board probably about 10 years. There's always been a total of $160,000 of county dollars that has gone in. As the county manager said, there have been other funds that are CDBG money, that are federal dollars, that are pass-through dollars that go to many, many organizations throughout the county in terms of community development block grant monies. And those are the monies that have been severely reduced over the course of the years. But in terms of direct county dollars, it has been the same 2 resolutions that we've had for 10 or 15 years. And that's $160,000. The UCEDC, how it operates, it has a loan committee that reviews those loans and makes those loans available to the various, basically small businesses throughout the county. The county itself has never, ever been held liable for those loans or anything like that. We have no responsibility whatsoever on those loans, to make good on any loans, to pay off any loans that are defaulted on or what have you. So that needs to be made absolutely clear. And I will think I will do things like that.